Alright y'all, today I'm going to be talking about the cost of living in Buenos Aires, Argentina to find out how affordable it really is to live in this cosmopolitan city. Let's go. I'm staying here briefly for just 1 month and been here for about 30 days so far. So I'm just going to go over the main expenses that I've encountered while being here in Buenos Aires. Rent prices. Since I'm not living here permanently, I'll go over the Airbnb prices first. Depending on what part of town you're staying in, Airbnb prices can range from $500 to $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom condo. In my case, I chose to stay in the neighborhood of Villa Crespo, an up-and-coming area about 1 mile west of Palermo, and this cost me $538 a month. And a quick tip, I booked 2 months in advance to ensure I'm getting the lowest prices on Airbnb. This got me a decent sized apartment with a full-size refrigerator, hot top stove, microwave, AC unit, 32-inch flat screen TV with high-speed internet and Netflix, a full-size bed, a bathroom with bidet, shower with hot water, and a tub, all for one good price. And the neighborhood of Villa Crespo is centrally located with many restaurants, markets, shops, bars, metro, and SkyTrain right down the street in a safe, non-touristy part of town. But if you prefer staying around more tourists and expats, the neighborhoods of Recoleta and Palermo are also very good choices, although expect to pay closer to $1,000 and $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom condo. Transportation cost. If you take an Uber, you can expect to pay between $2 up to $10 for just about any place you're going in the city. Very affordable in my opinion. But if you don't mind taking public transportation, I highly suggest using either the subway or the Skyway train. Me, I personally prefer the Skyway train. It runs like every 15 minutes, 24/7, day and night, and you can get from one end of the city to the other for just 50 cents for a one-way ticket. Can't beat that price. It's very safe, convenient, and even faster than Uber in most cases because you bypass all the traffic. Still, my total transportation costs using both Uber and the Skyway train cost me just about $100 total. Food cost. When it comes to eating at restaurants, you can expect to pay between $4 and $25 per person depending on your choice of restaurant. I've tried many different types of restaurants since I've been here, everything from local spots to high-ticket restaurants, and the most I've ever paid for a meal was $25, with 2 drinks included. On the other hand, at a mid-level restaurant like this one, you can expect to pay between $10 and $12 per person with a beer or a glass of wine, and they give very generous portions. And the food here is very delicious. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. So just to give you a summary, I did not have a stove, so I didn't cook much. So after eating out at a variety of different restaurants every day for a month, this all came out to a total of about $300. Groceries. I did do a little shopping for essentials needed for other meals throughout the day. And if I had a stove, I would have paid like half the price I did eating out every day. But I didn't. Anyway, what I did buy were things like water, juice, lunch meat, cheese, cookies, chips, fruit, things to eat, like throughout the day up until dinner time. Also, I bought toilet paper, laundry detergent, soap, deodorant, because you got to stay fresh and clean anywhere you go. So between eating out every day, grocery shopping, transportation costs, and my Airbnb, my total cost of living for the entire month came out to just $998. And from what I hear from my local friend, it would cost even less if I actually moved here. For example, an apartment similar to the one I have here in Villa Crespo would cost just $350 a month if I lived here on a more permanent basis. All the utility bills for an apartment about this size would cost just $50 a month. High-speed internet is just $15 a month. And an unlimited cell phone plan with 3 gigs of data would cost just $10 a month. All this comes to a grand total of $425 for basic needs living here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, whether you decide to shop for food and cook every day or eat out every day, that's all up to you. But as a bonus, and to give you more perspective of the type of quality of life you can expect here in Buenos Aires, I'm going to turn it over to my local friend, Anna. Do you feel safe living here in Buenos Aires, Argentina?
Yes, totally. I mean, you have to be aware where you taking photos and where you checking your phone, but you can keep checking your phone, for example.
Uh-huh.
You can have maybe your cell phone in the bar outside, in the table,
So
but
you shouldn't have it on the table.
I wouldn't recommend that. For example, this interview is a really good idea that having this here inside of the bar, not outside. Now I'm thinking.
But I mean, as far as like walking around at night in certain areas, or even in the daytime, how would you say you feel about your level of safety?
I mean, I feel safe here. We are in Palermo, Soho. It's the most fancy neighborhood that we could stay.
So this is a good part of town. So there's no problems with safety in this part of town.
Sí.
I know you told me like a lot of safe neighborhoods in the city. What would you say is like some areas you need to be more careful in Buenos Aires, where it's not so safe?
I would say if you go to Puerto Madero, you are really close to Retiro, and you have to be more careful there. But if you want to buy some clothes, cheaper clothes than other places, you should be going for some Flores. And you should be Flores, another neighborhood. But you should be being careful about your stuff there. For example, be careful means don't be outside with your phone taking selfies.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know.
But overall, your level of comfort in living here, you feel generally safe.
Yeah, so it's a normal thing that you can have around. You can be around with your phone outside all the time. Yeah, I can check my phone every now and then, but I'm still watching around me, and that's it.
Would you say the healthcare system here is good? And is it free service, free healthcare here?
You have many health insurance, you have a public one. If you go to emergency room, you can wait a couple of hours there, and you can use the public health insurance.
It takes longer for the public.
Yeah, but if
service.
you have a health insurance that you are paying every month, you are gonna wait the same amount of hours. Yeah.
So you're still gonna wait the same amount of time even if you pay for private healthcare?
Sí. But the thing is, you're gonna have faster maybe your appointments with your doctor that you want to have your appointment if you have a private health insurance. But the private health insurance here, I know that is cheaper here than the States, for example. I am aware of that.
So on a monthly basis, what would you say a good healthcare plan would cost for private insurance?
It depends. If you have you can have the most expensive one. That can cost maybe 100 or maybe a little bit more.
100,000 pesos?
Sí.
Okay.
I'm thinking about dollars, but it's $100.
So it costs $100 per month for
I think
a good private healthcare plan?
Sí, one of the most. But if you have one of the cheapest one, could cost $15.
$15 a month for private healthcare.
Sí, maybe less.
Nice. But you also, but the public service is free.
Sí, it's free. It's free.
For our citizens.
You are paying with your taxes. If you are a foreigner and you want to, you have to go to the emergency room, to the public hospital, you can go.
So even if you're a foreigner and you're not a citizen of Argentina and you have an emergency, you can go to get treatment for free.
Sí, and you can also, you have to make your little research, but if you want to stay here longer and if you want to study here in the public university, you can.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that was leading to my next question. Is going to a university or a college free here, or at least affordable?
Your question, like
Well, first
trying
of all,
to
is
make a
it free?
comparison, like with states, yes, it's much more affordable.
So it's affordable, but is it free to go to university here?
I've been in the university, in public university here. It's different, of course.
Which university?
The name of my university, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Sí, Universidad Nacional de 3 de Febrero. But the thing is,
So is that a public university?
public always when you like read nacional means that it's public.
Okay.
But
Now,
for example,
did you have to pay?
no,
It was free for you.
was free.
As a citizen, you have to be a citizen though.
Yeah, but I think that I have like foreigners classmates there. So you
But,
have
like-
you have to make your little research to talking about the paperwork. You have to do something about that. But you can stay here and study in a public university.
For free.
See, I think that maybe at the first time you have to pay something, but then it's on. I don't know. Maybe with the new president, the rules are changing. I'm not sure, but I have like some foreigners classmates in the past.
So sometimes it's free for foreigners, sometimes it's not. But for citizens,
But it's affordable.
Okay, so and that's for the public and the private, or just the private universities? As far as what you got to pay.
I think in the public university, maybe you should pay like at the first time, and then you don't have to pay.
Like
and
first semester you have to pay.
see, or maybe
And
just
after
to get in. And the private university, yeah, like everyone, you have to pay every month, but you can't compare with the fee that you could have in the, I don't know, university that belongs to states. It's not the same rate. It's not the same price.
Do you know anything about how much it would cost to go to a private university?
Here,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think that is 100, maybe less.
$100?
See, $100 is 1,000 pesos, 100 something.
And that's for a semester?
No, per
class?
month.
Per month. That's still pretty good. Much better actually than the United States for sure.
Yeah, but you have to be aware that it's not the same system here. I mean, there's the most expensive one that's called San Andreas. That maybe you can stay there and live there. I'm not sure, but here in the public university, you have to live in your house.
Okay, so
and most of the
on campus.
this is the size B. You have to work most of the times. That's why, like you if you get inside the university, you are not gonna end the career. We say career here in 3 years. No, maybe you are gonna be there like 7 years, 5 years, because you have to live and you have to work for yourself.
So the longer term.
It's a longer time.
Years.
It's not the same. I've
It's
heard
like
that,
6 or 7 years instead of 3 or 4 years to finish your.
or maybe
degree.
more, maybe 10. I've heard that in the States, people like, okay, I have a degree at 23, and that is not happening here.
Well, it's different. It's different kinds too. Like, 2 years you can have a degree. That's an associate's degree.
2 years.
2 years is just an associate's degree, though. It's not a very high degree. 4 to 5 years, you have a bachelor's and master's degree, and 8 years is like a doctorate, like you become a doctor or a lawyer.
I've been in the public university like 10 years.
And what level of degree is that?
I think that it's bachelor.
Like a bachelor?
Yeah, but then I after that, you have to pay, yes, like you don't have, after that you have a degree, you don't have a public things. You have, but you have to pay more because you have the basic one. So I keep studying in career, and I had to pay 2 years more because I want to study that career.
I understand.
So bachelor, you can have for free between quotation marks.
How is the level of equality here between different ethnic groups that live here in Buenos Aires?
The quality.
No, equality. Like, is it pretty fair
Yeah.
between like different ethnic groups, like people from different cultural backgrounds, as far as opportunity and things like that?
I think that it's like a cosmopolitan city. You can see like many ethnics here. It's pretty equal. I haven't seen like many situations where the people like were having like a dangerous or judging like things from another ethnic things. Maybe because Buenos Aires has been built from different ethnics and cultures. I know that we were born from Spain and Italy. But yeah, we have like another ethnics here, so I wouldn't say like it's unequal.
You feel like it is equal, or
It is. Okay.
in Buenos Aires, is there a big wealth gap between rich and poor, or is it a middle class?
There's a middle class here for sure. It's not like another country from South America. You're still having middle class for now.
Okay.
I mean, middle class that can hang out here in Palermo, middle class that can go for a dinner. Yes. And rich people go maybe to the fanciest restaurants, maybe. Poor people you can see maybe in the streets asking for money, but you can have still a middle class.
Okay. So still room for the working person to have a good quality of life here
Sí,
in Argentina.
sí.
Is Buenos Aires, Argentina, a good place to invest?
I think so. I think so, yeah.
Like, what, like real estate or
Real
starting a
estate.
business? Is it
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good place to?
Yeah, it's a big city and you have like many foreigners like coming and going all the time. It's a cosmopolitan city and you can buy a house or an apartment like for less money here than in another part of the world here. It's easier, the laws are more flexible here than if you compare with another part of the world, I don't know, Europe, States, it's different. Yeah.
And this is a very well-known city, like in the world. You know, I always hear, whenever I hear Argentina, Buenos Aires is the
Sí.
first place that I hear about. So,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people that tell me about Buenos Aires that here, they always compare this. They call Buenos Aires the Paris of South America.
Yeah,
Have
they
you ever
call
heard
like
this?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the architecture here is very similar from Europe. Because we were born because of them. There's a lot of like the surname here from people that are from here. You can tell that are from Italy or Spain. It's not my case really.
So more of a European influence.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool.
And we are South America. But it's like it's the city that belongs more from Europe than America.
Cool. Well, yeah, that sounds very good. Definitely a beautiful place to visit. Buenos Aires. I highly recommend you guys come here. Check out this wonderful city. Great, friendly people. Very beautiful culture. And we're going to show you guys a little bit more of that. So stay tuned.